Hello, welcome to the connect section. So all the problems in this section involve connection. So here, in this example, black is being surrounded by white here. So black will have to connect to this group in the corner. As I said in the introduction to this section, connection problems are extremely useful because you'll be seeing them a lot in real game situations. But they are also pretty difficult to calculate, especially for beginners. So let's walk through some of the key moves step by step. So when there are challenging questions, what I like to do is to show you the most conventional moves that are wrong. But those are the moves that you think about first. The first move everyone would want to try is this attachment underneath, right? If white relents, then you'll be able to connect like this. So easy. But of course, white has other moves. Black also hopes that white plays this hane. Now black cuts. And white has two cutting points. White cannot play both at the same time. So if white plays here, then black will be able to connect while killing this white stone, number 2. If white plays here, then black will play here. And we'll be able to connect like this. So that might be what a lot of beginners and lower level amateurs are thinking. They think, attach underneath, white plays here, and then black will be able to succeed. Problem solved. But it's not that easy because white can play something else. White can play this hane. And this direction really matters because here, white no longer has two cutting points, right? Black will be captured like this, and black fails if white plays number 2. And this kind of connect underneath happens all the time. And both sides need to be careful which side to play the hane. So this number 1 is a little problematic. It's not enough, right? It's a good move in many situations, but in this situation, it's not enough. And that is why this problem is so difficult. The correct move capitalizes on this shape. Because white has these 2 stones, and black has these 2 stones nearby. Now black is not occupying white's liberty, but by making an exchange, we can make white's liberty short all of a sudden. And that exchange is this, 1 and 2. Of course, we'll talk about the situation where white plays something else in number 2. But if white plays here, then these 3 white stones only have 3 liberties left. And they are short on liberties all of a sudden. So now black occupies white's liberty and threatens to surround these 4 white stones. But of course, white can escape like this. And now black atari, right? Here is cutting point. White want to do this. If not, then black will be able to capture this white stone and connect. So white will connect, and black now can connect underneath by playing this hane. Because if white plays here, black atari, white can only capture here. And this will be a success for black. So black has really used the shortage of liberties that white has here. It's pretty amazing. If white 4 plays here, then black should play here, threatening to cut off white. If white captures, then we're back to one of the previous variations, where black kills this white stone. But if white connects, then black will also connect. And black will be able to win this race to capture against these 5 white stones, because these 5 are now cut off. So now we know 1, 2, 3 will guarantee black's success, because other moves are worse than the 2 that we have tried. So now what if white plays something else in number 2? What if white plays here at number 2? What difference does it make? The difference is that now black can play this attachment underneath. White will still try to play this. Black played this, white will connect this cutting point, and now black can play here, threatening to cut here, so white must connect. But now, black can play here, right? It's an Atari on these two stones, and it's threatening to cut white on both of these points. So white will out die. White plays here, then there are two cutting points that white cannot connect. If white plays here, same story. If white tries this, then these 5 white stones only have 2 liberties left, and it'll be captured like this. So by doing this exchange 1 and 2 first, black has made white into a shortage of liberty situation. And that is pretty amazing, because it's hard to see how number 1 and number 3 connects, but they do have this connection in this pattern. What if white plays here, and then black can play this, white will have to connect, and now black can play the attachment underneath, this, and now once again it's a shortage of liberty situation. If white connects, then black will be at Atari on these 5 stones. If white tries to capture this stone, then white will be dead. So white must address these 5 stones first, and now black will be able to connect like this. So now we know no matter what white does in response to number 1, white will be in a shortage of liberty situation. And that's pretty neat. Of course, you can try out other variations yourself, but I cover the major ones that you should know. So what is the overall methodology here, especially for beginners or lower level amateur players? You might say the methodology is shortage of liberties. It's to play this move into the diagonal. We call it a bump, right? This bump into the diagonal and make it into a shortage of liberty situation. But the overall advice, or it can be a methodology really, is for you to slow down in these situations. Because if this happens in an amateur game, most likely black will try this, right? Black will say, I don't know what will happen, I'll try this. And then if white knows how to kill black, this will be the end of the story. Black will be all dead. Because amateur players do not think enough. They play too fast. They don't slow down enough. So they cannot find this move. So the main takeaway from this pattern, I would say, is 2 words: slow down. When you're playing, slow down and think, and try to find these other moves that guarantee success. Thank you for watching.